It's a lot to cover, but our big story, of course, the president's visit to Hampton Roads.
The main topic, health care, but everything seemed to be on the table, in his words, to a crowd in Virginia Beach. The president left Naval Air Station Oceana just about an hour ago and landed just a few minutes ago at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland, outside of Washington, after a whirlwind afternoon trip into our area.
It comes after a speech that lasted about a half hour at the Kempsville Recreation Center. Mr. Biden focused on health care, but at times touted his administration's successes over the past 2 years. And 10 on your side is team coverage of the president's visit.
Kiana Patterson has reaction to the president's speech. But first, Andy Fox with more on what Mr. Biden himself told the audience. Andy?
Yeah, President Biden came out and he said, you need to remain vigilant, and you need a president who cares about health care. That's what his message was. And then he said health care was the main issue. He said that Republicans need to support him. They need to stop supporting different programs in health care, although many Republicans disagree with how their positions have been described by President Biden, who was clearly pushing back against them, clearly in campaign mode. He said, let's finish the job. He'd say, clearly targeting Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans as his potential opponents in 2024. President Biden also talked about taxes.
Have a conversation about how we're going to grow the economy, lower the cost, and reduce deficit, each of us. I said, let's lay out our respective budgets. On March the 9th, I'm going to lay down in detail every single thing, every tax that's out there that I'm proposing, and no one over making less than $400,000 is going to pay a penny more than taxes. But lay it out by March 9th, everything, and what we're going to cut, what we're going to spend, what we're going to do. Just lay it on the table. And I've invited them, to Republicans, they should do the same thing, lay their proposal on the table. And we can sit down, and we can agree, disagree, we can fight it out.
Now, clearly, today was one of the first days that we clearly saw a presidential campaign taking shape. That he came here, talked about health care, and then said, hey, wait around, March 9th. Going to lay out the taxes, want to see what both plans are. So, presidential election taking shape, started right here in Virginia Beach. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Andy, thank you. Let's switch now to 10 on your side's Kiana Patterson.
She is also live at the Kempsville Rec Center. So, Kiana, what are people there saying about the president's speech?
Well, it was a room full of healthcare workers, doctors, staff, and supporters of the Affordable Care Act. So many people say it is so important to have access to affordable treatments and medicines. And here's some clips from the president as he walked over to the crowd, starting with the elected Democrats in the room. The president pretty much calling out MAGA Republicans in Congress, saying several Republicans are trying to make healthcare more expensive. He says the changes that the Republicans planned or proposed would raise healthcare costs, especially for seniors and those with disabilities. He says nearly 40 million Americans will be in danger of losing health insurance, and that's what he's fighting to keep. We spoke with a young man who has Down syndrome. He says the Affordable Care Act means discounted medicine. We also spoke with a woman named Nakia Miller and her daughter who were able to meet the president. Nakia says that she is a diabetic and without insurance, her insulin will cost about $4,000. So it's so important that people can have those affordable items. Now, we also spoke with Thomas Orsini. He's the president and CEO of Lake Taylor Transitional Care. He believes the Biden administration wants to keep it for people who need it. And he says the Affordable Care Act is actually working.
I think now, especially, coming out of the pandemic and people are looking for health care as well to go forward, I think more people are conscientious how important health care insurance is. And this is a nice program, and it's easy to use. That's for our population.
And we also spoke with a woman from the Norfolk Federation of Teachers. She says school teachers need affordable care. And we do have more of the president's visit over on wavy.com if you'd like to watch the entire speech. In Virginia Beach, Kiana Patterson, 10 on your side.
A lot to digest today from Kempsville. Thank you, Kiana. Our coverage of the president's visit continues tonight on Wavy News 10 at 10 and 11 and between newscasts all the time on wavy.com.